Hi everyone, and this is a different type of reading for my channel. It was suggested to me because I do make connections with the other side that I might take a look at this gorgeous young man called Jelani Day. It was brought to my attention from another reader actually, and being in Australia and the fact that I don't watch any news anyway, I wasn't really aware of this young man. Anyway, firstly, I'd just like to put out my condolences to the family and friends of Jelani. This reading I'm going to do, I don't know if it will help with like what happened to him. Did he just drown? Was it suicide? Was it murder? What I'll get is what I normally do when I do these type of readings. I look at the person's picture, which I sat there and I stared at his photograph and I just asked him to connect to me. And I wrote everything down, like scribbled on a piece of paper as images, voices, names, every sort of thing came through to me. Now I've got some tarots out here. I'll be pulling some of them as I go, and I've got a few. I actually work with a poker deck. Poker deck can tell me a lot of information. So first up, what we're going to do is the first things that came to me was a song. And the very first song that came to me was Elvis Presley's song about the wise men say only fools rush in. The song, and excuse me, I can't sing. Yeah, so that song came flooding to my mind, but it didn't come to me as Elvis Presley. It came to me from the movie The Conjuring. And in The Conjuring movie, there's an old man in that movie where they're blaming him like he's evil or something like that, like this old man. And the whole concept of the movie is it's not actually him, and he's saying, please help me, they won't let me go, they won't let me go. So I feel that that song coming in straight away was something from Jelani, sorry. Um, I also, his mother Carmen, the song got stronger and stronger, and it was sort of like, if you've ever watched the Conjuring movie, terrifying movie, but the old man is really blamed for something he didn't do. And I feel like Jelani's trying to say that they're looking in the wrong spot. Don't go blaming the wrong person. The obvious person might not actually be the person that was involved in all of this. The next thing that came to mind was pain. I got pain between my neck and my shoulder blades at the back. I don't know if it was an impact, a break. I do know that I watched a short video on the autopsy results that said drowning basically. From what they were looking at, they didn't say they could see anything to do with any other injuries or something. So I don't know if this is something that may have happened when he was alive. But that was another thing that came to me. A lot of pain, almost like falling to the ground, impact kind of feeling. Also, I got pain all around the left side of the rib cage, especially in the middle of the ribs, not the bottom of the ribs, not the top of the chest, but in the middle of the ribs. So I don't know if at some point in his life he actually had some sort of accident or some sort of injury, a football injury, a sporting injury of some kind. I don't know if he was trying to identify to let me know, or whether I kept seeing flashes of his mother's face as well. So I'm not too sure whether that injury was something that happened to his mum, happened to him. But yeah, that's something else that came to me. Then the name Cherry or Sherry. Now, I don't know if this is an actual person, it's talking about a colour, a drink, but that word was pointing out there. I also, something to do with Jelani as a teenager, the song Michael Jackson's Thriller, and I could hear it really loud in my head. So I don't know if when he died, that song was playing, or he was meant to go somewhere. I do know that like he's been gone a while now, but things were leading up to Halloween. So I don't know if they dress up like things in Michael Jackson's Thriller movie. So I'm hoping there's somebody out there that can connect the dots for me. Normally, when I do these types of readings and I work off someone's photograph, I actually have a client in front of me that confirms what I'm seeing, helps me to understand what I'm seeing. So yeah, we had Cherry Cherry and then this Michael Jackson song coming out and something to do with a teenager. Again, I don't know if it was Jelani showing me a time of when he got dressed up or something, or he did some sort of stage play or something with other people. But yeah, that's something else I was getting. So I'm just going to do some cards at the moment, and before I read more of what I've wrote down here on this piece of paper with this connection with Jelani. Now, I did sit there for over an hour trying to make sense of what I was hearing, feeling and seeing. So we're just going to start with the first pile. This is usually past events, things like that. So let's just see what Jelani has to say here. I must admit, he's a gorgeous young man and he had a bright future ahead of him. Very, very tragic, horrible, horrible. So let's just see what we get for Jelani now. What's he going to show me? I'm getting a terrible pain in the front of my head as I'm shuffling. Okay, yeah, he's showing me about, we've got the star here. He was reaching for the stars in the past. He was ahead of his game, ahead of his time. Now, this could be something that happened. I'm getting tingling from head to toe right now. Eight of Cups. Now, for anybody that's never seen me before, when I read tarot cards, I don't read like a normal tarot reader. I haven't trained in any cards. I just see things, feel things, know things. So some of the meanings will make sense and relate to normal tarot decks, but a lot of what I say won't make sense to you. So over here, I'm seeing a gathering of people. I'm seeing someone of authority, possibly a police officer, military, things like that. Now, this could be his problem area before he passed. It could be his actual past. I'm just trying to work out where these cards are showing up on the camera. So, yeah, I'm seeing authority. I'm seeing military, police, law, and something hard and fast, very, very quick, and a gathering of people. Now, you're probably thinking, where's the gathering of people? I'm taking it by the Eight of Cups, which to me relates to the Eight of Hearts. It relates to a group of people, and it's a nice time. It's like going somewhere where you are invited, people gathering, people that share like-minded sort of stories, people that are on the same journey together. So I feel like for part of this, especially with the star was at the bottom of the reading here. I feel like the fact that the star came out as well, that this may have been the celebration, graduation, where he was going to move on in his life, where he was going to go into. Now, I do believe he was supposed to be a doctor. He was one step away from being a doctor or something like that. Please don't jump down my throat if I've got the wrong information. I don't know that much about him. But yeah, I'm wondering whether he was going to go down forensic science or something like that, or whether it's because he's passed and there's a lot of things going on around forensic science. Now, this obviously in tarot is where someone walks away from an emotional drama, from a situation, from a person. It also can be about walking towards something. Okay, and I just see this rushed, impulsive sort of behavior going on. So let's just get my normal deck onto this from Jelani. I'm just going to spell his names out, the letters in his name out with my poker deck. Okay, that's jumping out. There's something to do with kidneys or liver there. Jumping out right now. When I see kidneys or liver, that could represent alcohol, especially with an 8. So that can represent alcohol and drugs. We've got the law there, so I don't know if he's trying to give me something here. So come on, Jelani, let's have a little bit more information. Okay, they're flipping over. We need to stop. Okay, nighttime, forced situation, truth and lies. Oh my gosh, guys. 777. Now 777, if we had 2 reds and 1 black, that can be something really, really lucky, right place, right time, winning the lottery, fantastic energy. When we got black energy like that, we got the law, we got drugs, alcohol, food, medication, any of these sorts of things. This is forced changes. This is where you've been lied to, deceived. It's also where somebody sticks out. I'm seeing jealousy here. I'm seeing another male with a very possible sadistic kind of nature, somebody who wanted harm, wanted nothing good to happen. So this is almost like an invite to go somewhere, possibly saying, hey, come and join us, Jelani. We're going to have a celebration. You're going to be a doctor. Let's talk about it all. And this would be where he thought he was going. Hanging around the right crowd, in the right place, making changes for his future. Where's he going to live? What's he going to do? Where's he going to work? Who's he going to be around? And this is all the planning process, and it looks like a lot of roadblocks as well. I don't know if there was a financial drama. I don't know if some sort of money transaction went on here. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing there in the past, or problem area around Jelani. Now, the sevens could be pointing out something about somebody else that died in July or was born in July, or seven, or number 777, or we got a place here, it's a garage, a petrol station, and it's called 7-Eleven, and that just came to my mind, a petrol station and everything, and nighttime and rain or something like that. I'm seeing water. So anyway, these messages, they're just coming left, right and centre here of what I'm getting. So let's just move these to one side while I continue on with this list that came to me when I was staring at his picture before I'd watched anything or knew anything, apart from the fact that he was found in the water and they say that he drowned. Now, I must tell you that when somebody's passed and I look at their picture, usually the first thing I get is a feeling of how they died. And I didn't get anything to do with feeling like I was drowning or feeling water. I know they're saying that it was drowning because obviously he must have been still alive when he went in the water, for the water to fill up his lungs. But I didn't feel that. I definitely felt like some sort of pain in the rib cage on the left hand side, and something else in my between my neck and my, basically your thoracic spine, I think it's called. Again, don't correct me on that, I'm not too sure. Okay, so the other stuff I was picking up on, I felt like I was laying on the ground and looking across, and I couldn't move, and there was two cars. Now one of them was like a cherry red, and I'm wondering why I felt the name Cherry or Sherry. I did feel a female energy, but I wasn't too sure what her part in all of this was. But there was a red cherry coloured car, almost like a Mustang or something the shape of that. Then there was a blue car. Now it wasn't dark blue, it wasn't light blue, it was one of those like a royal blue or something like that. Now these two cars, to me, the two cars were sitting headlight to headlight, and there was two people or three people. I don't know if there were people in the cars or whatever. There was two people having a conversation near there. Now I don't know if these people were witnesses, and I don't know if me laying on the ground watching this was through Jelani's eyes, watching these people talking about what they're going to do or where they're going to go. And I seen a small keychain hanging on the pinky finger of the person talking, and it was like a silvery colour, very small kind of keychain. Also, there was something on the ground. There was something on the ground near me. Then, as I was watching these two people and these cars with the headlights on in the night time, having a conversation, and this keychain on the finger, I don't know whose keys they were. I don't know if they were Jelani's keys, somebody else's, a locker key thing. But the song by Snoop Dogg, Drop It Like It's Hot, Drop It Like It's Hot, I could hear that going on. So I don't know if one of the cars had this kind of music playing and this person's right into Snoop Dogg. I don't know if Jelani's trying to talk to me through the song, the words of the song. So if you can, play that song, listen to what he's saying in the lyrics. All I remember is hearing, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. To me, that's like, get rid of it, hurry up, drop it while it's hot. So that's what I was feeling. It was quite scary at the time. So if I was feeling what Jelani was feeling, it was a scary feeling, like I couldn't move. I was watching them, this pain in the back, in the thoracic area. Now, they haven't said, like with the autopsy results, anything to do with his spine, any damage or anything to do with the ribs. So if that stuff comes out later on, well, maybe I've been spot on. Now, the other thing is Teresa or Clarissa. That was another name that come to me. And con, the word con, now that can be somebody's name, like a Greek person, or it can actually be, it was a con. Someone led you down the garden path, it was a lie. And then I got the name George as well, but I think that may have been something to do with a street or a place, Georgetown, Georgia, something like that was coming through. Now, I don't follow any kind of sports or anything like that, but I did see a green basketball outfit. This was a dark green with white numbers on it, this outfit. Now, I don't know whether Jelani used to play basketball for a basketball team at school or something like that, and he was just trying to connect to prove that it's him that I'm connecting with. I'm not sure. This is the things that happen. The numbers on the jersey were either 09 or 04. So I was seeing that as well. Now, again, all of these messages are jumbled. These could be messages from his past as a child. It could be to connect with him, to let his mum know that he's actually okay. I can see him. He's showing me different things. It could be the people that were with him at the night time. And he's saying out to me at this time, when I seen this, reach up high, mummy. Like he was, I could see him in my head as a little boy, around, I don't know, 6 or 8 years old, and he was like reaching up to the sky, and he was saying, reach up high, mummy, reach up high, mummy. Or his mother was saying to him, reach up high, reach up high. So I kept getting that in my mind as well. Now, the other thing I got was, yes, a garage, and 11:30 p.m. So something to do with 11:30 p.m., the garage. There was a red and white symbol with some sort of writing on it at this garage. Now, I don't know if you call them garages there. We call them the petrol station, where you go and get your fuel, basically, for your car, your gas. So a gas station. But yeah, so I seen a petrol station, 11:30 p.m. at night, something to do with a red and white symbol. I don't know if this is where these cars went. Also, with another car that came to me straight away was a white car. But I do see the red and the blue car. And then I kept hearing Pinky or Piggy. I feel like it was either something to do with a child's toy. Could have been something Jelani had, like a piggy or pinky. And it also could be something where someone called a person that. It might have been a nickname. So we'll just leave the last part now, and we'll have a look at this section of cards that I've got here. We'll look at the middle section of cards. So let's see if we get more information from Jelani. He may show me, now this card section should be pretty much the final moments or the last 6 months or something like that, or even like just after he passed. So let's just see what else happened with Jelani. What's he going to show me? Yeah, I kept saying something to do with a female and love. So I don't know if Jelani was meant to be engaged, getting married, something like that. All the dreams coming true there. The intuition is somebody knows something out there. Somebody actually really knows what went on. And do you see this, guys? We got 3 sevens over here. Another 7. He's screaming the number 7. He's screaming the number 7. Something is, it could be a number plate on a car, it could be a person's number plate, a driver's license. It's some sort of identity, this 777 coming in. Something to do with July as well. So also got King of Swords. To me, that's the police officer, the law, something official, the truth teller. I do feel that the truth will eventually come out. I hope for the mother's sake, the family's sake, I hope that they finally can put this to rest, you know, put Jelani to rest. But I see him smiling right now as I'm saying that. Like I'm okay. I'm okay. I can see his beautiful smile. You know that, but he's frustrated with this. Like he wants this to happen. He's trying to get somebody. It might be locker number 77. It might be where his phone is. I do believe they're looking for his cell phone to try and identify his movements and who he called and who he talked to. So the 777, it means something. It may be a locker. That little key I was seeing might be where they've put something in a locker, or somebody knows something though. So let's see, Jelani, give me more information. If the last 7 comes out, that will just be blowing my mind. Okay, bottom of the deck, responsibilities. Okay, now this is all about love and affection. I'm getting goose pimples all up and down my side. This is extreme jealousy, guys. This is also a crowd of people, some of them wanting to do the wrong thing and just really not happy about somebody else's happiness. But this is usually about a pregnancy, so I don't know if Jelani had a girlfriend, a fiance, but this is usually a baby girl that's coming into the picture. So he may have had a girl that's pregnant. So congratulations to whoever this is. There's definitely a baby girl energy here, and this is a much loved, much wanted baby. Now this can be where somebody was contemplating not going ahead with it. It also could be where there was a lot of problems with getting pregnant in the first place. There could have been losses of pregnancies. So this is some sort of message around Jelani. I'm sorry, I keep going to say his name, and I've never ever heard of that name before. It's a very distinct, different name. So this is usually about pregnancy and everything. So again, I don't know if he was going to work in forensic science or something like that when he was first getting into all of this medicine, or whether he was going to specialize in women's health as well, and delivering babies and specializing in children or something. But there's some sort of message here now to his mum, his dad, his family. This is messages of love. This is sort of like wishing upon a star and all your dreams coming true, and this is massive love, especially for his mum here. Now I don't know if he had a baby sister or how many children is in the family, but this is a lot of love for family members. The 3 is family. There may have been a falling out between him and somebody else in the family not that long before he passed. There may have been a little bit of an argument, some sort of differences of opinion, and that person now, because Jelani's gone, might be feeling a bit sad and hurt that I wish I had a chance or whatever. He's just telling me it's okay. It's okay. So that's what we get there. So let's just move these out to one side. We've got this last pile. I just want to read these last messages that I got looking at his picture that I got at the bottom of the paper here. I started to feel very dizzy towards the end of looking at his photograph. I did start to feel very dizzy. Oh, he must be interfering with my camera. There it goes. It's coming back again. Yeah, and it's funny. I'm just saying about feeling dizzy and foggy and off balance. I don't know if this was just before he passed. It was almost like a drunk feeling, but not alcohol. It wasn't alcohol. And then there was this sense of dread, like, I know what's happening now. I know it. I know it. And then I had an asthma type feeling where I couldn't breathe. And as I said, this was before I knew that he'd actually not diagnosed, it been told that he had drowned. So the asthma feeling, the sense of I can't breathe, probably was that. Now I see his mum here. This last part of this reading, I see his mum sitting in a bedroom. I believe it's Jelani's room. There's a window to the right hand side of her. He's letting me know that he's been there watching her sitting on his bed or sitting in his room. He's trying to let her know that he's there. So what my suggestion to somebody who's lost a child, a family member, what I tell them is that if you smell their cologne, or you hear their name on the radio, or you hear a song that is relevant to you, it's them trying to let you know they're standing right there. They're just right there. They're right beside you. Close your eyes and see them. It's not your imagination. They are right there. But yeah, he showed me in this, she was sitting in this bedroom. It was dark. The window was off to her right hand side, and I could just see her like forlorn and her head down, like, where do we go from here? I don't know how to keep going. And he was right there. He was, at first, he was looking through the window at her, and then it was sort of like he was trying to get her attention. Look over here, look over here. So that was a message that come through. Um, I've got round metal and carbon written down here. It's like a thing that you would put in a car, possible a filter. Now, I have no idea what this thing was, but I kept seeing it. The other thing it looked like was a grenade, but not your typical grenade where you pull the pin. It was more like a bell shape with a little long thing on the end of it. But I felt like it was something to do with a car part. Now, because this was linked to when I was looking at his mum sitting there, I think he might be telling her to be careful with something with her car, the filter, the carbon, something like that. So very random sort of thing I was seeing there. Then I was shown a picnic area. Now I don't know where he was found, whether there is a picnic area somewhere, because near the edge of the water, and there's some rocks or something. There's something sitting there that belongs to Jelani. So I don't know if it's going to wash up or someone's going to find it, but there's some belonging that belongs to Jelani that is near rocks near the edge of the water, and there's a picnic area. Now that was pretty much all I got looking at his photo. So I'll just finish up now with the last cards to see where do we go from here. Where does his mum go? Like, how are we going to get this information to come through? So if anybody watching this actually knows Jelani's family, or knows that some of these things I've told, could you please put in the comments and confirm with me if you understand some of the stuff I've seen. As I said, I'm not really aware about how many are in the family or anything. I was watching a story recently where someone said he comes from Illinois. I wouldn't have a clue as to where that is apart from America. But yeah, so if you do recognize anything I'm talking about, hopefully these messages help in some way. Okay, so, oh gosh. So future outcome, great card at the bottom here. We have the Knight of Cups. Now that can be Jelani sending his love to the family, that to try and get over this whole tragedy thing somehow. More talking needs to go on, more communication goes on. The hands of fate have been dealt. Someone will be getting their just desserts in the end, because I feel like bad karma is coming back around to whoever took part in all of this. I just feel this is like love and contentment in the end, like things will be worked out. I also feel like this being the last card for this reading is Jelani trying to send his love to everybody that adored him, everybody that he admired and loved. He's just trying to send his love through there. He's also sending a message through to a soulmate connection. I believe we have many soulmates, like we have a soul family, and I think a really big, strong soulmate connection with his mother. This year, I think that through a lot of investigation, a lot of talk. Now, this card to me can represent some sort of secret and a lie going on. Someone is spreading rumors, and it's not correct. Now, remember, right at the beginning, the first thing I felt was that Wise Man song from Elvis Presley. And I connected it to the Conjuring movie because I could immediately see the old man in the chair in the movie. And all through the movie, they're blaming the wrong person. It had nothing to do with him. It had to do with something very sinister, very evil. So I feel that make sure you're communicating with the right people. and the tower is about to hit somebody big time here. So I do feel that someone will eventually come to justice. So let's just see. But I do think it's going to be a while away, especially with those sevens there and all the roadblocks. I just think the mother's feeling like she's beating her head up against a brick wall with this case sometimes. And again, I am just, my deepest sympathies goes out to the family. I just don't know how anyone copes when they lose a child or a brother or a sister, or, you know, it's just terrible. Okay, last messages for Jelani. Something will eventually come out. There is something sudden and unexpected. Again, I'm getting something to do with the kidneys, the bowel, the bladder. Now, when I get that kind of thing, plus we had that 8 there, that can be about drug-induced. When I said he felt dizzy and I felt like I was laying on the ground, I think he might have been drugged in some way, or ate something and he felt really sick because there was something wrong. This is sudden and unexpected. It does mean success and that everything will sort itself out. Again, the last card showing is the Ten of Hearts, which is all about family, love, and coming together. He's wanting everybody to stand strong, get together. I do feel that a friend who wasn't really his friend towards the end, somebody that they're in the know, they know something and they could help out with this. Now, this also can mean knife. It can mean like surgery and things like that. Now, being that he was going to be a doctor, it could simply mean that, you know, about being a doctor and all of that. But I don't think so in this. I think there's something to do with a knife, something sharp, sudden, unexpected. This here would be the car. It's like, look at the cars, look at the cars. That red car, the blue car, Mustang kind of shape for the car. I don't think it was a Mustang though, but it was that kind of shape. So that's what I've got, guys. This is telling me the truth will come out. This is the parent. Balance will finally come, but it's through a friend or a family member. They actually know something. They know something that can help to get some information out of here. There will be some sort of payout with all of this in the end, or maybe this is something that was supposed to happen for somebody else and he's trying to point this out. Now, don't forget about 7. 7 was very prominent in this reading. So I don't know when he went missing. I don't know how long it took them to find him. I don't know what date it was when he went missing. So anyway, I hope this has helped people. I hope that this gets something out there that can help solve the mystery. Foul play and murder. I will tell you this, not one card I seen in here meant suicide. So I definitely do not think this was anything to do with suicide. I do see foul play, the different songs that came through, that Snoop Dogg Drop It Like It's Hot. That's like someone trying to get out of there quick. It's 2 people talking in 2 separate cars, going separate ways. Possibly there's a locker out there with something in it. Don't forget the rocks near the shore, near some sort of picnic ground. Something might wash up there, near where Jelani was found. And I keep hearing upriver, upriver. So there's maybe something else somewhere else. But that's it, guys. That's what I've got. Again, my condolences go out to the family, and I truly hope that this video, this reading, and I thank Jelani for connecting with me and giving me the messages today. And my love to his family, in particular his mother, Carmen. I hope that this gives you some sort of peace or some sort of information to help you. And that's it for now, guys. Bye for now.